And it's nice to see you all. I better stop speaking too much and instead do some meditation. So quite right now, please make sure you're in a comfortable position. And I'd like to see that so many people are not just using one cushion, but 2 or 3 cushions. We have plenty of cushions here, as long as it makes you comfortable. And for those of you who still find it difficult to sit comfortably, we have these 2 chairs over here. I remember that armchair over there some time ago. It's been here quite a while. We've got a new chair here now, a new nice comfy chair. So if anybody wants to sit in that, well done. Yes, we got a volunteer. A comfy chair, go for it. Because the most important thing with meditation is to learn how to relax to the max. And sometimes in a comfy chair, you can do that a little bit more efficiently. Go on. Whichever one you wish for. Excellent. The other one is still vacant. Anyway, see what happens. We learn how to sit comfortably, and for me, a chair like that is not comfortable because for so many years I've learned how to sit cross-legged, and it makes it much easier for me to meditate when I'm sitting on the ground. And even these days, sometimes even not using a cushion under my butt, my body is used to this after over 51 years as a monk now. So that means that my body's got used to this and finds it very comfortable. So I close my eyes and bring all my attention to my body. I take it away from all other concerns. Don't think about the future or the past. And I really mean that. And as I bring it to attention on my own body, I learn how to relax everything to the max. I relax my feet. When I do longer meditation sits, I can observe my toes and relax those. But on a short meditation, like half an hour, I just feel all of those toes. And balls of the feet, heels, uppers, and also my ankles, all together. This allows me to build up mindfulness. But as I'm sure you have heard, mindfulness is not sufficient. You need kindness as well. The kindfulness. And when I give kindfulness to my feet, I honestly feel like they're just soaking in a hot tub, relaxing to the max. You find you can imagine your feet relaxing, and then all the aches, the tightness can vanish. And then I relax my legs, my calves of my legs, the thighs of my legs, and also one part of those legs which people often find discomforting, your knees. Sometimes we work our legs too hard. Sometimes the knees get sore or even in pain. That's also a case that I haven't put enough mindfulness on them, enough kindness, and they get tense. I always remember my mother's coming running to me when I'd fallen over and hurt my knees. And she would, what she called kissing them better, just add her love to her child who was crying, and the pain would disappear every time. That was where I learned how kindness relaxes feelings of pain and suffering. So I give that kindness to all my legs, from just above the ankles, the calves, and the knees and the thighs. I can feel them right now and give them kindfulness. And imagine them all like they're relaxing on the softest of cushions. And then being aware of the feeling in my buttocks. The weight of my body pressing against the ground. What I do to relieve that feeling, that sensation, is to make sure that my legs and my buttocks are well balanced. I don't try and get rid of feelings. I'm kind to them. And when I'm kind to the feelings in my buttocks, and they feel balanced, I know they're going to disappear after a short while. They always do. And I go to the feelings above my buttocks, my waist. And I've learned over so many years, for me, the best posture is to have a more straight back with my waist just pulled in. It's hard to explain, but I get to know how my body feels, and this posture becomes the very best for me. And above the waist, first of all I go up my back. I did injure my back many years ago, so I notice how the back can be painful, and how if you give it the right posture, it can feel strong, and you can maintain that posture for hours sometimes. And I go back to the waist again. And now go up my posture from the inside up. along the digestive tract. As I feel any tightness or stress or injury, I can learn how to relax the whole of my digestive system. I often notice there are some aches and pains which are like contractions. I imagine those contractions expanding, like things getting bigger so nothing gets blocked. It's like widening the road. And if I come across any area which has an ache or a pain, it's like that kissing it better again, giving kindness. And as I give kindness, the feelings relax. I notice much of pain actually comes from fear, and the kindness just overcomes any fear. And I go all the way up from the colon to the intestine to the stomach, and any other little things which are there on the way. Next Tuesday, I'm giving a talk at Solaris, the cancer center. It's how I teach people to notice any changes in your body, how you feel any changes, extra tightness, ache, pain, because that can be the start of a cancer. And learning how to feel the body and relax it can take the body into a deeper state of health. I do all of this until I get up to my stomach. Okay, a monk's stomach is empty in the evening, but nevertheless I always check my stomach to make sure there's no unusual tightness or ache or pain, and relax everything in there. I always find it a fun thing to do, believe it or not, because when I check and relax, the stomach gets even more relaxed and pleasant. And I go up and do the same to my lungs, making sure they're relaxed. If I was a woman, I'd always check my breasts, any other part of you which can be cancer prone, to relax everything, to overcome fear so you can see what's actually going on in your body, how it works, and how to get it very, very, very healthy. And then keep going up till you get to your shoulders. and learning how to relax those shoulders. One way of doing this is going the opposite direction for a minute, scrunching up the shoulders. I'm doing that now, scrunching them up as tight as I can possibly make them, and then letting go. Take off all the force. It's like I was pulling those muscles of the shoulders apart. And now I let the pressure off, so those shoulders are not held in any position by me. I let go of things, and the shoulders relax. And they feel good. Relaxation usually brings the feeling of pleasure. And as you go from the shoulders down to the elbows, and I allow things to get lower, get wider, so everything gets loose and free. And whether it's blood or lymph or any of the other things of the body, they can flow through easily. And go to the forearms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. At the very end of the arms, the fingers. It's a nice little exercise of how mindfulness works. I ask my fingers as if they were any one of you. I ask them, how are you? And straight away, I'm mindful of my fingers and their position. And having asked, how are they? Anything I can do to relax you even more? And the answer comes, that my position of my fingers is not the best. So I now do the usual way of meditating. Put my right hand over my left hand with thumb slightly touching. My finger, even after all these years, it's still sometimes difficult to understand how when I ask my body what it needs, what it wants, I'm not such a control freak. I ask my fingers how they are and what they need. They always give a really good answer. My fingers feel so much more at ease and at peace. And that's how I treat my whole body. So I go back up to my shoulders and my neck. Neck, can your position be improved? And they say, yes, make it a bit leaning backwards slightly. Not too far to the left or the right. And my neck feels at ease. When I go to my head, it's very hard to feel sensations in most part of the head. So I imagine the sensations around my eyes, my nose and my mouth. And I relax all of those sensations, still keeping my eyes closed, but never screwed down tight. And my nose at ease, and my mouth, again not screwed down tightly, but at peace. My whole face becomes full of peace, very gentle and very pleasant. And then I imagine joining all of these parts together. My legs, my butt, my back, my innards, lungs and heart and stomach, arms and neck and head. Just to balance them all. So everything is so at peace. And I say that because every time when I do a guided body meditation like this, my body feels so relaxed. And if there's some part I missed, or some part that needs more attention, I'm always willing to give it. And I pause, I wait for a few moments. Because what I experience next is a beautiful pleasure of relaxation. Very peaceful, not exciting, but very beautiful. My body doesn't need anything. And when I do feel that pleasure of relaxation, true relaxation, then the body gets even more relaxed. I know I cannot do this if I've got too much thinking going on in my head. In order to quieten the mind and relax the mind, I find the best segue, transition from the body to the mind, is to feel the meaning of the word peace. What does peace mean for you? It will always include kindness. It also include letting go of fault finding. It's amazing how when you don't find fault with anything, how the mind gets so peaceful. And that makes it easier to come into this present moment of now. Just being here, right now. The past, I discard it. I let it vanish. The mind is very happy spending a few minutes not being consumed by the pleasures or the mistakes of the past. And then let go of all fear or any plans for the future. And I often say, because it's helpful, now is where my future is being made. If I really care about the future, I will care about the present. as I get into the present moment. I've got nothing to think about. Silence comes up naturally. And I now will be quiet for 5 minutes. So how do you feel right now? What does peace feel like? No need to think about it, but just get to know it. Peace. Silence. How much freedom is there when you don't think? coming close to the end of the meditation. Haven't finished yet. Please check how you feel, emotionally and physically. How relaxed are you mentally and physically? I'm now going to ring the gong. Please listen to every sound from the gong and let it gently take you out from your meditation. Excellent. So if you just relax for a minute or two, and then I'll start this evening's talk.